just a quick video to show you the 2005 headlight upgrade we did to our 2002 Excursion using the Recon OLED headlight. It was rather simple, a lot easier than we thought it would be, and we've done the first one, but we're going to walk you through how to do the second one. Stay tuned. So this is what it looks like before you cut anything out. With the Recon lights, we didn't have to cut out as much as some of the videos on YouTube had shown. So we'll show you exactly what we cut out and how easy it was to fit these Recon headlights. This is a wire to my wiring harness for my spotlights on my light bar. Pay no attention to this. This is eventually going away when the new bumper comes. But we're going to show you how we notch this off, and exactly what we cut back here to fit the new headlights. So the first part that you have to cut off is this big square mount here. We cut it pretty much flush. You might have seen that I had to grab it with a tool because we couldn't get a Dremel down there. But we just cut it off flush. Now we're moving on to this block over here. That'll be the next one that you cut completely flush right along here to the bottom. Keep in mind that you still have to screw in the bottom of the new lights into the old previous light holes. So you don't want to cut too much off of those areas. So now we've cut this part completely flush. We've left enough of a lip here to where this is still structurally sound, because you do have to screw the bottom of the light into this clip and into this clip. Next, we're going to start trimming around here. You don't actually have to trim much on this side, if at all. It's just pretty much along this line here, come through and then over. The other thing you want to pay attention to is this hole, and this hole is where the top of the light mounts. So you want to make sure you don't cut too far into here. We cut along this ridge here, which we'll show you now. So as you can see, this piece was left over from the previous headlight. It got stuck in there when we tried to take the old headlight out and had to fight to get it out a little bit, but it's out, and now you can see what this opening looks like. So now we're going to test fit the light. Pretty sure that we've basically got what we need cut out, and it should just mount right in. So now we're going to test fit it. So again, these two brackets here go into these holes here, and then of course the screws mount through the same position as before. And we're gonna just set it in there. We're not gonna lock it down yet, but it's ready to go. So now the next thing that we'll do is we'll make sure that we do all the wiring correctly. That part's also very simple. Once the wiring's done, we'll clean it all up, pin it down, and that'll be it. Now, one thing worth noting as well, this isn't metal, this is just fiberglass, or like a fibrous plastic. So you don't have to paint any of this, nothing's going to rust here. Okay, so you really only have a couple of connections here on the new headlight. You've got where your main headlight connector goes. It plugs into here for both your high and low beams, which are pre-wired. You've got your turn signal, which goes in here, and then you've got this black and white running light wire, which you have to attach, and I'll show you how to do that. So first, we're going to grab just our standard headlight, wire, and we're going to hook that up. I realize that you couldn't see that, it's nighttime and I'm trying to get the best lighting angle I can, but it's just your regular headlight wiring harness plugs right into there. We're going to grab our turn signal, which will plug onto this guy, which will go into this hole with the white tape over it. So let me grab that, not drop my new headlight. I happen to go with white LEDs for my turn signals. I don't believe that that is DOT approved, but that's what I like to do. So here's my LED turn signal, which I will plug into this hole right here. So I remove the tape. And the little seal. You do want to make sure you remove the entire paper seal, just because you don't want moisture to get in there. You want the rubber of the light to seal it really well from moisture. Just going to peel that off a little better. Okay, then we plug in our turn signal light. It does fit your standard wiring harness, so it's the same shape. Put it in, turn it to lock it down, and now we're basically done. The last step is just to wire in the positive and negative for the running lights, which you will actually wire into your side marker light. I found is the easiest way. You don't need a bulb in your side marker light anymore, so you can remove that bulb. In fact, let me show you what that looks like here. So you can see this is where my normal side indicator, side marker light is. We don't need anything plugged into here for as far as a bulb is concerned, but we do need to hook these wires into there. So we're going to splice those in now. Okay, so because of the lighting, I couldn't really hold this in a way that you could see while I did it, but there's a lot of different ways, or types of connectors I should say, that you can use to connect the daytime running light wires to your side marker wires. I happen to like these. They work good. They seem to last a long time with no issues, no corrosion, no anything. So all I did was strip back some of the housing, pop the positive to the brown wire in this case, black to the black ground wire, and now we should be all wired in. So what we're going to do is we're going to test fit this back in here, and I'm going to go turn on the lights and let's see what happens. And there we go. We've got all of the lights on. Everything's working. So now we're going to go ahead and tighten it down and clean everything up. So for tightening it down, we're going to again mount these two brackets here just in these top holes. That's also what you'll use to make your adjustments if you need to aim your headlights lower or higher. It seems like this wire for my wiring harness is getting in our way. Let's see if I can work around it here. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Just going to try to tuck some of these wires back into the frame here. But first, let me tape off everything. Okay, so now that we've got the headlight secured in here, well, not secured, but just set in here, we're going to go ahead and pin it down. It's just the two screws on the bottom that you took out initially to take the old headlight out, right here at the bottom. And once we do that, we'll put the grill back on, tighten down the bumper, and we'll be done. So there you have it, the 2005 headlight conversion using the Recon OLED headlights. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. Until the next one, thanks for watching.